from West Virginia passes. Poems by James Brown Kepple, brought to you by 10 Genius Press. You can find them at www.10genius.com. The first poem is entitled The Beach Returneth. Tony the Red swam through the murky shallow waves, stood sideways, toes perked in sand, dancing with the ebb and flow of jellyfish. He was caught in the glisten of surf, his white flesh reflecting the sun that shone off of his brightly painted red scar. As all the women watched, they bustled on about borscht, anal sex, the lot kept dribbling along with such cunt. Tony launched himself with the water, flipping over and landed on the beach, feet to sea, laughed, curled himself out and up. These rituals had been practiced for years, and it had been that since he had seen Brighton Beach. Tony was fresh out of the joint with an ankle bracelet. It was a beacon. It grew hot with the sun and burned his leg. He limped almost with a flourish, toes nibbling away at the hallowed ground, retreated to his long-sleeved shirt and trousers, mentioned a passing Dostradonia to the senoritas giggling in bikini, trudged back up the alleyway to his father's apartment, tipped his hat at the doorman and went on in. He had been worked out on the stair machine. Now it was his World Cup, glided up the 20 flights to the somber off-used home, knocked on the door. Tony, he was greeted, arms around each other, shots of vodka were poured, and Tony borrowed his father's knife, pulled out a bag of heroin and sliced it open. Tony, it's so good to have you back. We've missed you, darling. He knew they were telling the truth, snorted, wiped his nose with the blade, Nostrovi, and drowned the shot. So dearest, his mother cooed, won't you stay for dinner? Tony hadn't said but 2 words, stood up and went to his old room, uncovered underneath the wooden floor his lucky syringe, tied his communist arm to the job, shot back, and slept on his childhood bed to dream. Die under a big sun. I always adored my son there on the lawn. His stance on riding mower always health curvature, spine upright, memorial moments of heat. There we smell the crash shorn. There we drink and salt our lips for the sweat to equal pint as children. We groan, hide our feet to the sweeping cuts of sweep. Nah. Green is for the genius. I am but enjoying the cut in half. The sweet release of death that renews and dew our catch of breath. Happy, uncharted, uncut, to the flow of green that falls as if carpet between our toes. West Virginia passes.
Shake it off. Take the towel to the outback, shake it off. Let the potatoes strain through the twist of cloth. Wrangle out your Polish demons, for you are not dying in Warsaw for Stalin. You stay strong here in the stone-carved gargoyle vestibule. You were put here to save yourselves, justify your struggles through terse travels and misbegotten love. And now to fall, in the fall of New York, stand in summer. It's just a liquid. Nah, Barnaby, it's been a walkover. The hoverboard's been trashed, and they hold your neck high in the canal and ask where your flippers have gone. Ask where now is the submerge you plan on prying yourself earth for. Truthfully, my priest, for humbly, my son quest, I need this tear of canvas, this triumphant plod. Shake it off. Use the towel. We'll squeeze it out, rebottle, and burn the cloth to launch big things, to celebrate in life after the wall of fire. A drink, good man, and drink as much as you want, for you'll have all the time to do so. Really? Nah, you'll probably be shot. Down a lead tree, a stretch of road. But for now, do not die in a still, naked and useless. You have mouths to feed, beaches to see, walls of water to cheat, and walk off. This poem is entitled Down the Foibe. Was the last time I saw you, and it was there in Triste that we felt this way, falling to the sad swoon of the sea, thrown from the gulf, both of us, in free communion bound by tongue our caress, our love broken, down the Foibe, in the darkness, chasms of our limbs and our hands can reconnect, recapitulate, get up, torn from stars, strive our love above, and throw ourselves back. Poem's entitled Confessional.
With my buttoned-up shirt still done to the neck, the wrenching rope is hidden, but creating friction. And vice like cotton catching fire to since Plato's T-posing. I look to the treetop for my child's cradle, the wind a nervous rocker. I'm unconscious on the ground, for babies do not bounce from this high. I am the helpless putty of body functions, and where in this deep earth does my basket lie? Down beneath the baker's yeast, the river's kiln, non-committed liquid clay, you say I lay languid. And what shall we ask from the ocean? Which court of heaven sequesters such evidence as to the plans for man, the sturgeon, to have run from the knife, the fillet of Corpus Christi? Guilt, confess. For you've stolen the Brillo, packed your sack lunch with a 40 thin, meaningless pieces of silver where Moses was not allowed to go. We shall see it out there in the yonder to wander. Tell them the tales of mirth and guile, 'cause on this load we travel, we pack this clay, a witness. There you'll see me playing with my child, and I'm sleeping till flame engorges bush, and with such word the fire speaks to water, boiling my bones with disasters and diseases to help. Grab your babies from the tax put on profit, for this separation of the neck is but pulling you further out, waiting like a whore for diamond execution to paint such poorly the poor people you protect. Search for a priest in the mountains, the shacks, outside the church, the graven columns, holding gavels and chum, and this they say the confessional ends, potent, tidy, where they held Ezekiel's diatribe. I come for the priest this moment. I bring coat, give it here, my son, this Levi Jehovah, please, for I have hidden steel in this sacrifice of blood, and the rains have come, and I place him in the river. Fair warning. San Jacinto Rose fell down to the rooftops in Brooklyn. Hipsters downstairs drinking beers don't know the rose upstairs of the San Jacinto rattle to dance amongst the buildings. Watch the river run by.